For many, the debate around U.S. aid to Ukraine is often distilled to one figure: Donald Trump. His influence, rhetoric, and sway over a segment of the Republican Party are undeniably significant. Many see the Ukraine vote purely as partisan gridlock, fueled by an America First isolationism championed by the former president. But framing this critical foreign policy issue solely through his lens fundamentally misunderstands its true scope. This isn't just a Trump issue. It's a profound reflection of evolving geopolitical landscapes, shifting domestic priorities, and contradictory values within American society. Today, we unpack why the Ukraine vote is far more intricate, layered, and indicative of broader trends than a simple presidential stance. Recall February 2022. Russia's invasion sparked immediate, robust, and largely bipartisan condemnation in Washington. Republicans and Democrats united, authorizing significant aid with broad support. Historically, U.S. foreign policy has found common ground defending democratic allies and countering Russian aggression, a principle tracing back through the Cold War. Initial consensus on Ukraine reflected this. Yet, as the war dragged on, economic costs mounted, and the conflict became a prolonged grind, cracks appeared. These fissures, while exacerbated by political figures, stemmed from a confluence of factors beyond a single leader. Questions about America's global role, the cost of sustained engagement, and aid efficacy began to be debated across the spectrum. Beyond history, the shift in sentiment links deeply to pressing domestic concerns. American voters grapple with inflation, national debt, and a highly visible southern border crisis. For many, particularly those struggling economically, sending billions overseas while facing challenges at home is a difficult proposition. This isn't exclusive to one political base. A genuine, America First impulse transcends partisan lines, advocating for national resources before foreign entanglements. Furthermore, growing skepticism towards endless wars, fueled by experiences in Afghanistan and Iraq, contributes to a desire for less interventionist foreign policy. These are not novel concepts, they are long-existing undercurrents amplified by current events. The Ukraine aid discussion thus becomes a proxy for a larger debate about America's global role and responsibilities to its citizens. To truly grasp the Ukraine vote's significance, we must look beyond America's borders. The implications of continued U.S. support for Ukraine extend far beyond Kyiv. A withdrawal would send a powerful message to Russia, signaling weakness and potentially emboldening further aggression across Europe. It would severely undermine NATO's credibility and unity, fracturing the transatlantic alliance. Allies in Europe and Asia, facing aggressive neighbors, would question America's reliability. Crucially, it would be seen as a global victory for authoritarianism, potentially encouraging China's ambitions towards Taiwan and Iran's destabilizing activities. This isn't just about funding a conflict, it's about upholding the post-World War II international order, a rules-based system that has largely prevented large-scale interstate warfare. The vote on Ukraine aid is a vote on the future of global power dynamics and the defense of democratic principles worldwide. So, when the Ukraine vote arises, resist simplifying it to a binary choice dictated by one political figure. While figures like Donald Trump influence the debate, the underlying currents are far more profound. They involve deeply held beliefs about America's global role, national resource allocation, historical lessons, and the future of global security. It's a complex tapestry woven with foreign policy doctrine, domestic pressures, and critical geopolitical stakes. Understanding this complexity is vital for an informed citizenry. It demands looking beyond headlines and partisan talking points. The Ukraine vote isn't just about Ukraine. It's a litmus test for America's future on the world stage and a critical moment for global democracy. Let's engage with it with the nuance and depth it deserves.